Eliza, this, if it's true, you should step down. She's made her statement. The women have made their statements. Roy Moore says it's not true. How are we going to ever get anything more than that?
Well, and that's the big question, and that's the question that was posed repeatedly to Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell when we were in a sort of press conference photo op yesterday. Press conference, it wasn't because they didn't answer any questions. But, you know, will you believe these women? How is it proven true? And I've talked to some of Roy Moore's supporters, some conservatives, and they say the only way it's proven true is if Roy Moore admits it. So that's the big question, is if Roy Moore is not going to admit it, and these women have given kind of all of their information and said they stand by it, it's sort of who you believe.
The race was tied in the state of Alabama where Donald Trump won by 30 points was a notable matter in political coverage. That Democrats could win this is a matter of note as well. But if Roy Moore does win, don't senators have another option once he's sworn in?
They do. They can basically, I think there are a couple options. They can unseat him before he's sworn in, I believe. And then if he is sworn in, they can also choose to expel him. But the truth is, as uncomfortable as this makes Republicans, they need a Republican vote. It's a 52-48 majority, and they have legislation such as tax reform that they need everybody on board for. So it sort of comes down to, are you willing to lose a seat to Democrats? We just don't know at this point.
Our political reporters tell us that a Roy Moore, Republican senator from Alabama, is not a guaranteed yes necessarily on any of President Trump's agenda items. Is that true?
That is true, and that's something we remember from the Obamacare repeal. He said it wasn't conservative enough, and he wouldn't have voted for that. So that's actually a point that's important. You know, it depends sort of what this tax bill shakes out to be, whether Roy Moore would be a supporter. That being said, he's a lot more likely to be a supporter than a Democrat. But as Jonathan pointed out earlier, if Democrat Judge Jones was elected, he would face a tough re-election in a red state. So he would need to maybe make some deals with Republicans, and so they might be able to get a Democrat in the same way they're trying to get Democrats from West Virginia and North Dakota right now, states Trump won, to support the tax bill.
I read a snap poll this morning that indicated Alabamians would not allow these outside items to affect their vote in this election. And if that's the case, 73% of them said that. The ones who would allow it, you wonder if a race that's been polling so tight, if this might be the difference in the end. I guess we'll know next month.
Exactly. And then there's the question, some people are urging Luther Strange, who's the current sitting senator from Alabama and lost to Roy Moore in the primary, to do a write-in campaign. But of course, that could split the Republican vote and actually boost Doug Jones, the Democrats' chances. So really, Republicans are in a tough spot right now.
They are. It's nice to talk to you. Eliza Collins from USA Today. Thanks.